We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star athlete / defensive back Gregory Smith, who signed with the Florida Gators. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're talking about these 2024 recruits every single day this off season, player by player. And you need to know what these players look like before they hit the field and start making plays for your team. Click that button. Stop missing out, because we'll be covering your team. We'll be covering more Gators. But Gregory Smith here, 4-star prospect per 24/7 Sports, ranked as the 12th best athlete in the class, 13th in the composite, listed as a safety, 4-star prospect, 6'3½", 191 is what they got him listed at. Florida has him listed at 209 on their site, so we are getting thicker, we are getting bigger. That being said, he's a big DB, a big boy at the defensive back position, so that's going to be very interesting to watch. He had 26 offers, which is a fair amount of offers there. Florida's who he signed with, some other Power 5 programs as well, just not listed there at the top. But he's a big-framed athlete with a lot of upside, because he used to play quarterback, and now he's learning the position, but he covers side to side very well, has a lot of range, but we're still learning the techniques. We're still cutting down miscues. We are developing. From what I read, is we're seeing a player here with a lot of upside who's developing into the position, who needs more experience. And that being said, with that size, with that athletic profile that they're mentioning here, we could see a guy who just transcends later on down the road. We're locked in with the Florida Gators here. 4-star prospect. On3 has him ranked as the 22nd best safety in the class. ESPN has him at 55. Rivals has him at 40. So there's a big disparity there. That being said, we'll just look at the tape, see how much we like him. 22 among safeties, with him learning the position with his size. I think that's a great ranking for him. I think that's fine, considering we got some upside, considering we got to climb the depth chart at Florida. Looking at the other programs that looked at him, Virginia, Florida State, I said some Power 5 schools. We got more Power 5 schools. That being said, 4-star prospect with some upside here, still learning the position. Let's take a look at the highlights. We'll probably see some with him at quarterback. Look at him back there. You already see the height. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We have almost 6 minutes of clips here. Let's see what he's working with. Good range. One thing, too, he was playing the quarterback position, so typically when you're transitioning from quarterback to other positions, it's quite easier, because at quarterback, it's like the hardest position in sports. You got to know so many positions and coverages that really dialing down in one position, especially if you're a top-tier athlete like he is. He's a big old safety. He looks like a creative player out back there. Closes in good. You got to account for more of a big DB than compared to the smaller guys. He runs in like the 10.5s on the 100. But that range, his ability to read. So he'll be able to read stuff in the backfield a lot quicker than a lot of other raw safeties. Flipping dudes too, getting low. Getting back there. Good instincts. Good instincts. Didn't get caught treading water back there. Moving to the... Nice hit. Nice hit. Got a hand on that. Ball's in the air. Stride for stride. 1 for 1. Oh, wait. He's the other guy. He's crashing in. Good read. That's what's big about that length on him. We're starting to see more big DBs coming out. We got a lot of them in this class. A lot of guys over 6 foot. It used to be a thing. Most DBs were like under 6 foot. But we're getting a lot of size, especially in this year's class. And we're on offense. I do not know who they circled off. Is he at wide receiver? Good ball skills. I need to see him pre-snap. He's got length for days. There's him at quarterback. See him take off. We got some speed. He's got a lot of length to him, even on the legs. Long limbs. Rolling out. Cross field. Stepping back. Rolling out. patient. Now, you may think this is a waste of time since he's a DB, but honestly, you want to look at his composure. You want to see how he's making reads. You want to look at the quickness when he takes off. You want to get a good feel of his headspace, his movement skills. He's got an arm on him. Too bad they got DJ Lagway. Steps back. Gets it out there where the wide receiver can get it. Play action. We're rolling. Woo! He's a sweet quarterback. Looking in the stands. Looking at the players. Doesn't look like too bad a competition. What we're going to do? Rolling. He's got an arm on him. But he got more offers at DB, looking at his size and quickness. He's got good placement from what we're seeing on highlights. Of course, we're not seeing low lights or mid lights. That might be a total different story. Lost his feet there, but his arm's so strong it doesn't matter. And he was dealing with the rush in front of him. He's got an arm on him. Good between the ears. Patient. Puts the ball where his wide receiver can get it. We're rolling out. Cutting up. Good feet, good balance. He's a good athlete. Very good athlete. Gets it out there. He's a good point guard. In the air. Trusting his wide receiver. I want to know how many interceptions he threw. He's taking a lot. He takes some risks. I ain't afraid of that, though. I know he ain't playing quarterback. A little behind the guy. Good play after the catch here. Stepping back. We're going. Downfield. Keeps his eyes downfield. Well, high school quarterbacks would have went. He had space in front of him. Good feet. Something tells me he feels really good about his chances developing at safety or defensive back. Because he's a good quarterback. He could have played somewhere and played quarterback. He could have been a quarterback somewhere. I'm not saying like a top-tier Power 5 school or anything like that. But you're learning a new position or developing into a new position at Florida. Something tells me he feels good about himself. Something tells me that. And looking at him on tape with that length, when the ball's in the air, with his ball skills, he's nasty. Should be getting some interceptions. Should be getting to the ball. Also covers a lot of ground. He is a tremendous athlete. We got some speed on him. He's a long strider. And I can tell he's got a good head on his shoulders. He reads the plays well. Reads the backfield well. Reads what the quarterback's doing pretty good. Has a good innate of the flow of what's going on. Has a good feel of that. What the players are doing around him. Doesn't have to look at him. He just knows what this guy's doing while I'm paying attention over here. While he's making his reads. But we got a lot of upside here. He's developing into the position at a top-tier program here that's looking to get more nasty by the day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.